Hey guys, Stephanie here, and I'm back with more movie chatter. Welcome to the first installment of my new segment that I'm calling Weekend Watch. This is a video that I'm going to post every Wednesday where I let you guys know what looks good for rental, watching at home as far as rentals, DVD or Blu-ray purchases, as well as a few suggestions for those of you who want to venture out and see something in the theaters. Hopefully this is going to be helpful, and if you guys can't decide what you want to see, maybe, one of my suggestions will work. And if you do take my suggestions, let me know in the comments. Let me know if I'm on point or if I'm just some kind of rambling maniac who shouldn't be suggesting movies to anyone. Hopefully that's not the case, right? Anyway, since these are going to be posting in the middle of the week, I'm going to keep them short and sweet because no one, especially me, wants to listen to me ramble for 20 minutes on a Wednesday. No way. Let's get started with the first one. Molly's Game. I just saw this over the past weekend. It stars Jessica Chastain as Molly Bloom, who, if you don't know, was an Olympic-class skier who also happened to run one of the most high-stakes exclusive poker games for over a decade. She had everyone from Hollywood stars, sports stars, captains of industry, billionaires, and, oh yeah, the Russian mob at her games. She didn't know she had the Russian mobs at her games, but the FBI did. And they showed up at her door with 17 agents holding automatic weapons and arrested her. And she wrote a book about it. This movie is based on her autobiography. And let me tell you, this woman is tough and smart and honest. And I have mad respect for that. She doesn't run. She doesn't hide. She doesn't lie. She doesn't cover up. She doesn't make excuses for herself or her behavior or her choices. And you have to respect that. The dialogue in this movie is extremely fast and extremely smart. So I feel safe in saying that this is going to be one that you're going to want to watch more than once. There's going to be high rewatchability because I think every time you see it, you're going to pick up something new. I know I will. Now, if you are worried that you might want to if you're thinking you might want to shy away from this because you don't know anything about poker, don't, because I know nothing about poker. I didn't even know they use cards for poker. That's not true. I knew that. I'm just saying, I don't know anything about poker, and I was really, really into this movie. I thought it was great. And I'm sure those of you who do know about poker will pick up on things that I didn't, or, that just went right over my head. But you know what? I don't know anything, and I thought it was great. It's a safe blind buy. Absolutely see Molly's Game. Now, it's rated R for language, some drugs, and other stuff. So you make your decision who watches it and who doesn't. But yes, somebody watch it. It's awesome. The next one, Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. It stars Kevin Hart, The Rock, Jack Black, and Karen Gillan. And this was really, really good. I was pleasantly surprised with this because when I saw the trailer in the movie theater, I was so disappointed. I was like, oh, they're going to massacre one of my favorite classic Robin Williams movies, Jumanji. But you know what? They didn't. They updated it. They did something a little different. They did something a lot different. This is a lot different than the first one. This one, they actually are taken into a video game, and the players become the avatars that they've chosen. And then that's these guys. It's a really, really fun movie. It's a lot of action. It's funny. It kept my attention. I can't recommend it enough. I could do probably a 20-minute review on it, but again, nobody wants to listen to me ramble today, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say pick it up, buy it, watch it, see it. It's PG-13, but I don't think there was anything too crazy offensive. I think it's pretty safe for most people, so I don't think there's anything that's too horrible that I can think of. But yeah, fun for the whole family. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. Highly recommend it. If neither of those work as far as home rentals, if you've been living in a cave somewhere and you don't know that Avengers Infinity War comes out on the 27th of April, here's a suggestion. You could watch Civil War so that you're completely caught up and you're refreshed on what happened in the chapter before the one we're about to see. So, yeah, you can always go with Civil War or any of the MCU movies for that matter. You could watch any of those and get caught up on your Marvel MCU content so that you're ready to roll for Infinity War. And, that would be my other choice if these other two don't work. So, yeah, Civil War. Do it. It's a good one. Now, as far as the theater, I did a review on Isle of Dogs. I'll put a card right up here if you want a link to that review. That's still out in the theaters, and that was fantastic. I love that movie. Also, A Quiet Place. I did see A Quiet Place. I didn't do a review on it because you know what? Everybody else on the internet did a review on it, and there is nothing that I could really add that would be useful. So here's my little synopsis of A Quiet Place. I didn't think of it as so much of a horror movie as a suspenseful, anxiety-inducing thriller. But I do think if you want to see that movie, that it's definitely one that you want to see in the theater, because the vibe and the theater experience that you have is actually almost like an extra character in the movie. And I really think that it adds to the movie experience because it's such an intense thriller that any normal noise becomes a jump scare. Even the person dropping their shoe next to you is going to be a jump scare. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing A Quiet Place, or you haven't seen it and you think it's on, it's on your radar, definitely try and see that in the theater. So yeah, that's my synopsis. And those are my picks for this week. I hope that you find them helpful. I hope it gives you some ideas for things that you want to watch. If you don't pick any of these and you pick something else, let me know in the comments, because it might come in future, handy for future videos. And I want to thank you guys for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed today's videos and my suggestions, please consider hitting that like button and the subscribe button, and as well as hitting that little bell notification so you know when I upload my next video. And I will see you again real soon. That's a wrap.